With plans underway to build Saudi Arabia's smart city NEOM, it is set to be a place in the desert unlike anything else. New satellite images have revealed a bird's-eye view of the rise of Saudi Arabia's $500 billion NEOM Mega Project. The striking aerial views captured progress on the line, including the setup of offices and campsite for the engineering team and workers. The line's executive director, Giles Pendleton, said construction was progressing rapidly on one of the most important new urban developments in NEOM and the rest of the world. Quote, "Work is already quite advanced on the infrastructure to support the line, with world-renowned architects designing the initial sections, vertical spaces, and layers for the residents," he told The National. Unveiling the project, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman said the 170-kilometer coastal strip in the northwest of the country would be free of cars and streets and have zero carbon emissions. The smart city will be powered entirely by clean energy, a major step in Saudi Arabia's shift away from an oil-based economy. The line is to be built in NEOM and will be home to 9 million people who will live in interconnected societies run by artificial intelligence designed to coexist with nature, with excavation on this massive project having now started. Confronting the traffic, pollution, and infrastructure challenges that overshadow urban life in conventional cities, this futuristic development will prioritize walkability, clean energy, and technology to create a new way of living. Speaking at Tuesday's Global AI Summit in Riyadh, NEOM Chief Executive Nadmi Al-Nasser said the city would make use of artificial intelligence technology to the fullest. He also confirmed that the planning phase of NEOM has been successful and that work was progressing steadily. What is NEOM? First unveiled by Prince Mohammed in 2017, NEOM is Saudi Arabia's flagship business and tourism development on the Red Sea coast. It is a central project in the 2030 vision outlining the kingdom's plans to diversify the economy. The $500 billion development will include smart towns and cities, ports and enterprise areas, research centers, sports and entertainment venues, and tourist centers. The development will be spread across 26,500 square kilometers and will comprise several zones, including industrial and logistics areas. It is planned for completion in 2025. The plans include a network of airports, including an international one. The first, called NEOM Bay Airport in the northern region of Sharma, opened last year and operates regular flights for NEOM investors and employees. Chief Urban Development Officer at NEOM, Anthony Vives, said one of the largest international airports in the world would be ready before 2030. A business and tech center is expected to contribute $48 billion to the kingdom's gross domestic product and create 380,000 jobs. Construction of this is set to begin in the first quarter of this year. What is so special about it? NEOM is designed to respond to some of the most pressing global challenges facing urban areas and inspire an alternative way of living. The city will preserve 95% of the natural environment around the site, highlighting mankind's relationship with the natural world. All energy in NEOM will be 100% renewable, from solar, wind, and hydrogen-based power generation, ensuring a zero-emission, carbon-positive ecosystem. Those behind the project say NEOM will be a regional powerhouse in water production and storage, anchored on water desalination. High-tech, interoperable, modular systems will attract water-related research companies and startups to drive innovation and lead in all sectors of the water industry. NEOM's water distribution network will be completely connected through advanced infrastructure. This will ensure minimal water loss, putting NEOM at the forefront of water technology. Quote, "Our game-changing desalination technology is 100% carbon neutral and entirely sustainable," said David Reevely, Chief Executive of Solar Water. In NEOM, we have found a partner who has a strong vision of what a new future looks like in harmony with nature. The Line project is the first time in 150 years that a major urban development has been designed around people, not roads. Walkability will define life in the city, with all essential daily services such as schools, medical clinics, leisure centers, and green spaces within a 5-minute walk. High-speed transit will be among the ways residents will be able to travel longer distances, making all areas of NEOM accessible within 20 minutes. an urban environment that prioritizes walking, cycling, and personal electric mobility devices will be enhanced by access to high-speed public transit services connecting all neighborhoods. Who is building it? Development is already underway. NEOM Chief Executive Nadmi Al-Nasser said this week that there were plans for, quote, 5 to 6 projects for resort development within the city, in parallel with the line, with some resorts estimated to open after 3 years. The effect of the COVID-19 pandemic on the progress of the project has been minimal, he said. However, the biggest challenge is to acquire more global and national partnerships. The urban planning and development of all projects was underway, he added, and more details will be announced after the completion of each of the site plans. Construction of the line began in the first quarter of this year. Agreements have been signed with construction companies AECOM and Bechtel to develop an advanced transport infrastructure, making the line one of the largest and most complex infrastructure projects in the world. A contract with Saudi telecom company was signed last year to provide a 5G network infrastructure that will accelerate NEOM's digital ambitions. NEOM also signed a $5 billion partnership with Aqua Power and Air Products in the U.S. to develop the world's largest green hydrogen and green ammonia plant, to be operational in 2026. Solar Water's technology will help NEOM to work towards one of its aims of revolutionizing the process of water desalination. This will help to solve the problem of access to fresh water in Saudi Arabia. How do Saudis feel about NEOM? Quote, "When I first heard about NEOM in 2017, I thought it was the most incredible thing," said Hamid Al-Kazem, a Saudi IT expert living in Riyadh. "I couldn't believe Saudi Arabia was going to do this, let alone be the first." Leanne Baker, a Saudi wellness expert in Jeddah, said she found the scope of the project inspiring. Quote, "It is the boldest, most ambitious idea to come out of not just the kingdom, but this decade," she said. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has been the torchbearer of his ideas and is leading the country, especially its youth and future generations, into a modern era where man and nature can coexist and flourish in harmony. Rawan Ahmed, a Saudi entrepreneur from the southwest port city of Jazan, told The National it was perhaps a surprise to the rest of the world that the kingdom was at the center of such innovation. Quote, "For us, it is a great moment in history. We have never felt this excitement before," she said. It further instills the feeling of national pride, all thanks to the vision of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman under the leadership of King Salman. When will NEOM be completed? The Crown Prince had said in July that NEOM would be partly financed through a flotation expected in 2024. The city's first phase is set to cost 1.2 trillion rials, or $319 billion US, half of which will come from the kingdom's sovereign wealth fund, the Public Investment Fund. The economic zone that is eventually set to house 9 million people is expected to have capacity for 450,000 by 2026 and 1.5 to 2 million by 2030, he said. It will eventually house 9 million people by 2045. Thank you for watching, and please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and enable post alerts to view more of our future videos. After saying that, keep watching our videos, and I'll speak with you in the next one.